Hey, what's happening, people of the YouTube and there? Music Therapy Labs. Using my little handy dandy camera holder on the Franken van. That's right, we're doing an episode of Where's Franken Van. I gave up trying to count the number and give numbers to these things because it's so random. But I'm actually, you can see the bay in the foreground there. See the bay? That's the bay. And that's Mammoth there in the background or foreground, even further in the foreground. Who's at the background? Which one's the fore and which one's the back? Akers, good morning, my friend. It's 9:30 something in the morning. I set this for 9:40 because I was coming through the tunnel over here in Berkeley, California. That gives you a hint. I'm in the East Bay. And we are doing a special Wolfgang Wednesday giveaway. Where's Franken Van special? Because I'm going to give away a Franken pick. All right, it's a Wolfgang Van Halen pick. I got a few of those. I got a couple few. I got one that's used, and I'm assuming used by Wolfgang Van Halen himself. There's no way for me to test that unless I have access to his DNA and then test the DNA on the pick if it hasn't all been rubbed off. But it was given to me by a secret member of the Van Halen Society that I cannot say because he said, don't say, because if I say, then he might get in trouble. It's not, I don't know. I don't think he will get in trouble. Super cool dude. I met him a little while back in Ritesh, San Francisco. So that gives you a little idea of this person lives in San Francisco. But he's not like on tour with Van Halen or nothing like that. He's got a family and a wife and all that stuff. But he is connected. And so I got that. I got an actual used Van Halen or Wolfgang Van Halen pick, two other non-used Van Halen picks, and I also have a gold Van Halen pick, Wolfgang one from back when I guess they had those tours when Wolf was on tour with Van Halen. I don't know when, which era. I can show you guys the pics again when I get home, or I'll show them to you tomorrow. Not when I get home tonight. I'll be busy. But tomorrow night on the official Gear and Demos show, the Music Therapy Laz Gear and Demos show, I will reveal all four of those pics, which I have posted pictures of on Instagram. So you can go search through my Instagram. You can find them there. But I'm about to make the switch over here. Ooh, nice little cut me off there with no blinker Stanley steamer dude. Carpet steamer guy. Anyway, I'm switching over from the East Bay, and I'm going to be going on to the what we call the Bay Bridge. I got to get into the next lane because this one goes not the way I want to go. This little smart car can get a little smushed car real quick if it's not careful. Buddy of mine has one of those. The Flash, Norm Katona, the Flash, as they call him. He used to, well, he still races, but he raced, these bikes like that. His last time racing at Laguna Seca in Monterey, I wanted to go, and he had me. I could have gone, give it on the track with them, sleeping in the camper. There was nobody there, nobody hanging out with them, and I don't know. We just had too much planning, too much stuff going on in our lives, and I couldn't do it. But let's say hi to the chat while I'm in super slow traffic here. I think Akir's first pop in. It's like Dan Gorman's also here. We got Janice, the intern of Johnny, Lala, and my co-host, the mostest. There's 7 people in the chat, but only so many are chatting. So you guys, read the description if you haven't. Go check out the description of the show. Or I can just tell you what's in there while you're here live. That would make sense, right? Let me open a window. It's a little, tell me if that's too loud of outdoor noise. It's a little hot in here. Anyway, hey, Keith H. What's up? Mark's gas station also here. So we're rolling at a fine pace of, it says 0. Below 10. It starts at 10, and then it goes to 20. How's that right? Okay, it goes by every 5, so 10, 15, 20. Okay, yeah. Yeah, the Franken van has 264,556 miles on it. I'm waiting for it to hit 265,151 miles for some reason. 5150 is the reason. But yeah, Johnny Bean and I and our friend Mike Wood met us at Mammoth. Can't say that. Met us at Mammoth last week on Wednesday, same day. Wolfgang Wednesday last week, right? We saw Wolfgang at the Golden State Theater in Monterey, California, home of the Monterey Bay Aquarium. You can also go out and see whales. There's whale watching available certain times of year better. And there's a 17-mile drive out there as well. They make some of the best clam chowder in like San Francisco sourdough bread roll. You can do the sweet roll too, I think. Super amazing. But this is Bay Area traffic, you guys. As a matter of fact, coming up in the foreground again on the left is Hotel California. That's actually what it says on it. It says California Hotel, but yeah, Hotel California is there. Here in Oakland, California. So here's how this giveaway contest is going to work. You have to guess the name of the city that's in that thumbnail from the beginning of the show. But you don't have to go back to that because there's nothing in there that gives anything away. So you don't have to really look at that. But what would help you is to know, I give you one hint. It is in the East Bay, and the city is named after, it's not named after, but it has the same name. Okay, it's not named after, but probably the name might be connected with the person or people, family or whatever. But the city has the same name as a supersonic jet once used in commercial aviation, but no longer in use. Airline companies, they don't use it anymore. And that's a pretty good hint. Because there aren't a lot of those. You spend millions of dollars on developing these things, right? And you don't want to like scrap those because that's expensive, very expensive, right? I think the famous once ex-president actually owned one. I think maybe he did, just because he likes to show off. That's another hint. So that's all I'm saying. You guys can figure it out. Guess, and then in the chat here, put the guess. Give me your best guess, and then put it in. Guess many times. Guess. Just throw names of cities into the chat right now. Just how many names of cities can you throw in here? Just do it. Let's see how many names we can go with. No, somebody blew out a tire. Octopuseers, you shouldn't be the first one guessing, bro, because you live in the area. So don't give it away. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Corsair is pretty good guess. Mark's gas station. Octopuseers, pretty good guess. You know. Just keep guessing. Just throw France. Is there a city, France? The city of France in the East Bay of California? I don't think so. You can open up a map of the East Bay. You can open up a map of the Bay Area and just search around the East Bay and just throw names of cities in here, or not. You can just just Google what commercial airline supersonic jet is no longer in service. Right? No, without the hint. Well, of course not. I'm making it easy for you guys because you don't necessarily have to guess, be the first guess to win this. So just so you know, there's Hotel California, but you guys won't be able to see the sign from this direction. I got to get over one more lane. All I need is just one more lane. Here we go. I'm going to be going across the beautiful new east span of the Bay Bridge. It's wonderful, beautiful. It's got palm trees like Los Santos. That picture did look like Los Santos, though, didn't it? Just with the palm trees in the background. I had to zoom in on that, and I didn't want to like put the street sign in because that might give it away. But yeah, so you guys keep guessing, because the more guesses you put in the chat, the better it is for my channel. Because the more things you write into a chat, that's why Johnny Bean does that Give me a 1, give me a 2, give me anything. Write 1s in here, write 2s. Because the more interaction there is, the better for the channel. The Concord says, Ryan Hall. Keep guessing, yeah, man. And then, after the show, go to the comments section of this video and put your guesses there, too. You know? You can even do more than one guess. You can even do more than one comment. For, again, the same reason that Johnny does it, which is get more interaction so YouTube knows people like your channel and they interact with you. Nice. That's the whole idea. I'm going to go into this next one because, oh, this guy's coming up on me fast, but I'm bigger. So good luck going through the FRANKEN van, bro. It ain't happening. Big car win every time. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, fast track lanes. I got the fast track. That's funny that they call it the fast track when they actually slow you down to go through the soldier. They should call it the slow you down track. Because, you know, we pay taxes. It should just be free. We live in an extra Bay Area tax. Everybody pays for the bridge. And that way we won't have to stop. We can just all keep going. And can you imagine how much money that would save? Oh, I got somebody calling me. I'm going to have to tell her I'll call her back. Can I call you back later? So, yeah, number 1. Is it Napa? Is Napa a city? Yeah, there's the city of Napa. It's the region, too, but I think it is Napa, the city of Napa, or is it unincorporated? I'm safe, Michael B. Thank you. I'm in super slow moving traffic, using my earbuds, my Samsung earbuds Pros. And traffic is moving so slow here. It would take a lot to get in an accident. Though there was a guy that rear-ended me in traffic like this because he was using his phone, looking down at it, whereas I'm looking towards the traffic in front of me with the phone on my little handy-dandy phone holding thing that I bought at Ross for like $6. Because that's what you do. Yeah, man. And I'm reading you guys' comments because I'm literally going like 4 miles an hour here. I could probably walk this fast. But yeah, if somebody rear ends this car, I've been waiting for someone to rear end this one. I don't know why they did have to rear end my brand new Subaru the first year I owned it. Rear ended me twice. First year I ever owned a brand new car, got rear ended twice from people in traffic. Hey, ET5150, what's up? I am on, is it 680 here? No, I think this is 80. Or is this, I think at this point, I'm on 80 on, once I get onto the bridge. And then from then on, I'll be continuing on 80 until it becomes 101. And then we're on 101, not the 101, but on 101. By the way, I hope you guys can hear me clearly. Can you give me a 1 if you can hear me clearly? I'm using my earbuds. Oh, I got a recommendation from somebody who wants me to do some work for them. You guys want to see the rear view here? So the front view right now is kind of boring. Let me switch the cam. Oh, I turned off the cam. That's funny. Let's hit more. Settings. Camera. Switch it to front facing. All right. And then I have to, oh, there you go. See me? What's up, everybody? So I got the earbuds in. I tried these once with my laptop. I might try that again instead of the headphones. But yeah, I got a stack of doors. See these? I got 12 doors. It's funny when I pulled up to pick these up at their warehouse. This guy's like, "You got to put 12 doors into that van." I'm like, "This is the FRANKEN van, man." I can fit more than 12 doors in here, and frames too. See the frames? Door frames. I'm redoing some of the frames, but I'm retrofitting, as I call it, some of these. So there's not a lot to see elsewhere here. It's just traffic, so I might as well have you guys look at me. It's like 360p resolution. Oh, yeah. Thanks a lot, StreamYard. Let's see if I can adjust that. Might be late for that. Let's do settings again. Camera, general. Let's see. Yes, the screen quality is questionable. I can't go 760. That's the thing about live streaming with StreamYard. It's not really the best if you're on the roll. If you're actually, their interior doors, Keith. Yeah, 50%. You can hear me 50%, Ryan. I chose the earbuds as the microphone. So these, I don't know if that's good or bad. But yeah, this is probably not the best streaming service. That's why Johnny uses Prism when he does live streaming outside of his studio room or whatever, like where you have fast Wi-Fi and all that stuff. Because it's grainy, right? And previously, what I've done is I just used YouTube, YouTube live stream. So I didn't even use StreamYard. Maybe that's a better way to go. But for the purposes of today's show, giveaway on Wolfgang Wednesday here, an actual Mammoth WVH pick. I'm going to give that away. And here's a what do they call it? I'm going to open this window some more. I'm going to open this thing. Yeah. Is that all right? I'll actually throw in a couple things as well, like maybe some other Van Halen picks to sweeten the deal. If you're actually present when I spin the giveaway wheel, the Streamyard giveaway wheel on tomorrow's Gear and Demo show, because that's when I'm going to call your name out. So that's why you have to enter the name of the city here, guess the city that I was in picking up these doors, and then guess in the comments, put your guess answers. If you want to copy other people's guesses, copy other people's guesses. After the show, I'll probably in the comments section, I will put the same question, how to, and then in the description, it does tell you how to do it, how to enter to win. And then I'll put your name on the wheel, and then we'll spin the wheel. But if you weren't here, and if you don't comment on this video, if you just come to tomorrow's show, so this is kind of useless to tell you this because you're here. If you're only listening to this here or watching this here, and if okay, how do I say this right? Okay, let me get a sip of coffee. Oh my goodness. So, yeah, people in trucks like to honk at people on their phones. Like I was honking at some lady that was on her phone. Just to scare them so that they crash. It's really fun. Not. So what I was trying to say is that if you're on my show tomorrow, you cannot enter the contest unless you put into the comments of this video what your best guess is of the city of where Franken Van was earlier this morning. Does that make sense? Put me on the wheel, green jello. Okay. That's not the name of the city, Jam. What's up, MPN? MPN, do you want to win a Wolfgang Van Halen pick? An actual Mammoth pick? I got some. I can give you one if you win, if you enter the contest. So I'm in the van here, the Franken Van. I still need to get a lot of stuff done on this van before it's truly the Franken Van. Right now, it's kind of the Franken Van. I call it the Franken Van, but it really isn't painted and striped up yet. I don't know if it'll ever happen. But you know what? We've got 264,558 miles on this thing. So well over 250,000. And I'm trying to get it to 2,651,050 miles. So that way, when it hits 5,150, that's what? Barely 1,000 miles away, you guys. That's like another, what? 10 of these trips? Not even. Like if I do this trip back and forth to the peninsula, maybe 7, 8 more times, it might happen by next week because I'm doing this job. This job is going to take a while. I'm not just doing the doors. I'm putting in some closets. I'm reframing some openings, and I'm putting in the casing. So they wanted me to case it all off too. So This is a good job. It's not the most, challenging, but yeah. So I'm at a complete standstill here. So you guys are all saying hi to each other. So any more guesses? Are you guys done with the guessing? That's it? You're not even gonna try like Berkeley or Berserkly or the city that Johnny always goes to, Walnut Creek. Could be Lafayette, could be Alamo. Was there a plane called the Alamo? Was there a supersonic Alamo jet? Could be a trick question. Yeah. By the way, Michael B, if you want to come back on the show again someday on a Sunday, let me know. And I still have not yet taken pictures of my guitars for the purge. I just haven't had time. It's nuts. Like last night, I was in 2.5 hours, nearly 3 hours of traffic getting home. That's because it's like this. Let me show you guys this traffic here. Oops, that's the wrong button, Laz. I'm gonna switch you guys back around. Switch you guys back around to settings, more, settings, camera. Oh my goodness. Okay, front facing. There we go. You guys see that? Pretty good. Does that look good? Still bad, like 320p. Is it still like pixelating? We got 9 people in this chat on a Wolfgang Wednesday late morning here in the Bay Area. Oh, go ahead. All right, you gotta take that lane. I'm gonna take this lane then. You take that lane. I'll take this lane. So I got my fast track ready and rolling, ready to go here. Looks like this. Fast track. Just stick it up on the dash, and then it goes beep when you go through. So up ahead here is the opposite direction is the location where Poncherello pulled me over and gave me a ticket for videotaping the big cranes at the Oakland port, the docks, because I was trying to show Ben Coombs and friends. I think it was in Martin and them too, where George Lucas got the idea for the FX in the Empire Strikes Back movie, Episode 5. If you didn't know, Concorde is that fastest prop 8 prop plane to bust the sound barrier. It did not have props. It wasn't a propeller plane. There's no supersonic propeller planes, dude. Those propellers would fly off. There's just no way that would work. But it'd be funny. It'd be funny to see that happen. But Concord could be the name. I don't know. None of the pixels. So you got no pixels. You just got like a wash of color. Looks like a Monet picture here. So they used to have actual people in these booths. Can you imagine that job all day long? That was the beep. Valid fast track. So I'm validated. Thank you for validating me. Now I feel worthy. I feel valued. I've been validated by California's transportation system. Oh, video's perfect. It's the sound, Laz. Choppy in and out and kind of under the water. Ah, well, okay, let's see if we can change that. Let's change that up. Tell me if it's going to be better. Audio. All right, let's take it off the Bluetooth headset. Let's use headset earpiece. Tell me if that's better. Tell me if this is better. If not, then I'm going to move it to another location with another microphone on the phone itself. Who played in one continent, then flew to another continent to play the same show on the supersonic jet? Probably David Bowie. I think they had to fly him and his entire crew. Oh, it's worse. Okay, let me switch it to another thing. All right. Try this one. All right, how's that? Is that any better? Tell me if that's better. It's a little quiet, says Alex. How's that? Is that better? Now I'm using the phone's microphone rather than the earbuds microphone. But then why have the earbuds in? So tell me now, how does it sound? Wasn't it David Bowie's entire crew? Because I guess Steve Wozniak of Apple, who put together the US Festival and lost like $10 million in the process of doing that show. Oh, it's too quiet. All right, we're going to go back to the original setting. Sorry, guys. Oops. No, I don't want to record this thing. Audio. I'm going to go back to the original Bluetooth. How's that now? It's better, right? What if I take off the automatic adjustment of the volume and I just adjust it myself? Is that better? I'm going to assume that's better. If it's too loud, let me know. I don't want to be clipping. Okay, I got to look now. Yes, it's weak, but not choppy. Oh, interesting. So the previous one was weak, but not choppy. So should I go back? Now it's better? Is this better? All right. In about 2-3 minutes, it's going to get really bad because I'm going to be going over the bay, and then the internet or whatever you want to call it, my 5G is going to be going to 4G. I think I'm already in 4G mode. So yeah, it's weak, but okay, better. So tell me if it's better. I'm going to close the windows too. Just going to put the internal air on and see how that works. Tell me if that's all right. I got the internal air hitting me, which is kind of warmer than the outside air. So I'm going over the Bay Bridge, Alex Radford. That's right. You know this area, right, man? You've been out here. So can you hear me now? Is it better? I turned up the volume on the earbuds rather than using adjust the volume. Let it like self-adjust. I adjusted it, but I didn't go to max. So if you want it louder, I can go louder. I'll try not to scream or yell, or I don't have the clappers or the sound machines with me. So yeah, this is the Bay Bridge, y'all. Off to the right, those looks like little mountains. That's Sausalito, Tiburon, Mount Tamalpais. I think when he's not living in Cabo, I think Sammy Hagar lives out there in Marin County, as do many rich people. It's really swampy, but understand okay, but it is louder. So maybe I should go back to the other one and then just turn that one up. So let's try that. Settings. Let me go to that. Audio. I'm going to go back to the phone's camera. Audio. So let's go back to. And we're going to adjust the volume ourselves. How's that? Is that too loud? Not too loud? How's that? Is that all right? So now I'm using a speakerphone rather than the Bluetooth head. Earbuds. The monkey likes it. It's really swampy. Oh, you lived in Daly City, man. Right. You know, my cousin, so right off John Daly Boulevard, somewhere there. And I remember as a kid, we used to go to that little lake or pond up there. My brother Andrew stepped on a piece of glass and cut his foot. It was little. It's not even a little lake. Anyway, there's a lake there back behind the University of San Francisco. Cal State San Francisco State University. Yeah. Anyway, and then we used to go to what's that place called? Original Joe's. I think that's what it's called. And one of my favorites is Joe's Special, which is like hamburger meat with spinach and onions and stuff. It's so good, though. It sounds gross, but it's actually really good. Okay, yeah. Ocean Kitchen. I actually, when I was up until I was 3 years old, we lived near Sunset in near the Sunset Boulevard on Terraville Street. Sunset and Terraville at a corner.
Oh, now you can barely hear me? Oh, no. All right. So now it's a little quiet, but a little choppy. So what if I talk loud like this? Is it better now? Yes or no? I might need to go back to swampy sound. Yeah, the thing is that, when you're using StreamYard Live, I shouldn't have used StreamYard Live. I should just use YouTube Live. But what I like about StreamYard Live is it's easier for me to set up ahead of time everything, and I don't know, maybe it was a mistake. It was better before. All right, I'm switching to Bluetooth headsets, damn it, and then I'll just turn it up. So it's not so choppy here. What? Turn up the radio instead, right? Okay. I'm gonna switch back. Let's get back to settings here. This is a cool bridge. I'm glad that they spent the extra money on the nicer looking bridge. All right, we're gonna go back to Bluetooth.
And we're gonna turn up the volume all the way max. How's that? This is max volume on the Bluetooth headset. How's that? And I'll just try not to scream. But hopefully that's better. So let me know if that's any better. There you go. Okay, NPN send. There you go. All right. So we're about to go through the tunnel here at Treasure Island, where they used to film the MythBusters thing, right? They got in trouble for launching a cannon into somebody's house in Oakland. They actually shot a cannonball towards part of the town, which is kind of crazy. But maybe it was better to launch it that way than sink a ship or hit the Golden Gate Bridge. But yeah, I think that's why their show ended. Ham radio, like no stereo. All right, well that's that. It is what it is. I mean, I have both earbuds in. I just touched one, so hopefully I can like. But yeah, I have both earbuds in, and it should be set to. You know what? Let me check that setting. This might mess things up for a second, but give me a moment here. Let me check my Galaxy wearable. Oh, so it's not on. Oh, that's weird. It doesn't have ambient noise canceling on. So what's going on here? What am I saying okay to? No, this sucks.
There we go. Is that any better? That should markedly improve it. Now I've got it on noise canceling. All right. So tell me if it's better now. There you go. It's a little distorted, but you're coming through a lot clearer. That's still choppy. Okay, but now tell me. Because that was like 5 seconds ago. It's a delay. So we're coming up on San Francisco, by the way, guys. I wish I could zoom. I can't zoom, but you see the city there in the foreground. That sounds better. Yeah. See, I thought it was already set to noise cancellation, which usually ought to improve. Sounds better. Janet says F. That's code. I think Janet's is sending codes. F is the next letter. Wow, this is fine. Better still staying stable. Well, is that better or is it too loud? Yeah, there's the city now. Looks a lot bigger to me. There's that big Salesforce building. That's the tallest building in San Francisco now. It used to be the E of A building. It's easy. But yeah, let me know how that sounds. So making me kind of wish I was taking the Bay. Yeah, right, man. Dude, I've still not sailed on the Bay. I've sailed in some other places. I'd love to get on a sailboat. I was partying on a sailboat one day, but we never went out. We were just partying in the docks. I'm like, why are we going out? And I'm not going to take the risk of getting another ticket to pick up the phone off of the dash here and show you guys. But the bay is full of tankers. They are either dropping off or picking up stuff. Most of them look like they've already dropped off and they're waiting to get clearance to go under the bridge. So they're all waiting in line to get probably clearance. There you go. By the way, I'm having a sweet cream vanilla iced cold brew Starbucks right now. And unlike Johnny Bean, I use my own cup every time, not to be wasteful. And I got an extra 25 Starbucks stars for that. Plus, they give you 10 cents off. So you can build up your stars and get free drinks. Or whatever. Oh, so now you're saying you can barely hear me now. You were frozen and now you are you. Right there was great. No tickets again. Yeah, right there was the bay. Oh, I see it's cutting in and out. I just got the wheel of death, the spiral of death thing. It's also probably because I'm on the bridge. So, you know, it says 4G, not 5G up on the top right corner of my phone. Yeah. But this is Bay Area traffic, you guys. Believe it or not, it's 10:09 here in sunny California. And I left my house at before my wife did. I left at 7:05 or 7:10. And I made it all the way out to that city that we're all talking about that you need to enter. Hey, Black Jacketar, dude, if you want to win, anyone here want to win an actual Mammoth pick, actual Mammoth WVH pick, official pick? Put the name of the city that you believe I was in when I got there to pick up all the doors that are behind me in this van that I'm going to install. And I'll give you a hint if you haven't heard the hints yet. There was once a supersonic jet used in commercial airline. I don't know if more than one airline used it. I don't remember which airline used it. Maybe Pan America or Pan Am or whoever it was, or it could have been something else. Airlines that no longer exist. They used it, but there were some problems. People were complaining. People underneath the flying overhead plane. It's causing some problems. And so they stopped using it. It would cause issues. Recent technological breakthroughs in aerodynamics has solved that problem, however. They're bringing it back. I don't know if you know that. But the name of not France. I think it did come from France, right? Was it Air France that used that jet? Might be. But it was a pretty funky looking one because it had this crooked, downward pointed nose. That's another hint. And it was white, like most airlines. But anyway, yeah, that thing caused some issues. So if you put the name of the city, which is named not after that jet, but probably after the name of the people or something like that. If you name that city, which has the same name as that supersonic jet, no longer used in commercial airlines, but they're bringing it back due to modern aerodynamics. They figured out a way to not have those problems. Believe it or not. Yeah, and because of that modern technology, and we can probably thank AI for helping us with this stuff, right? Designing. But the bottom line is that it does have something to do with a lot of the stealth technology that they use in military aircraft. Just the way things are shaped in a certain way. The way that you set a plane up so that it creates less resistance and does not cause the sonic boom. Another hint. Hey, Dom, what's up? The sonic boom. So Concord is Blackjack Guitars. Yes, right, my friend. So everyone just keep guessing the name of the city. Put it in the chat here. Put it in the comment section after the show. If you do both that and you come to the actual your demo show Thursday nights here in California at 7:30 p.m. 10:30 Eastern. If you come to that show and you put a comment in this show's comment section and you guess right, you will be entered into the spinning wheel giveaway wheel that StreamYard lets us have. And then during the live stream tomorrow, your name will probably pop up. And there probably aren't going to be a lot of names spinning around there, right? So the more people show up to this show right now and stuff, you don't have to do all these things. If you do enter the name correctly in the comment section after the show, and you have it also here in this comment section here in the chat, and you also are live when I draw your name, you'll get extra stuff. You get like extra things, like not just the Mammoth pick, but you get like maybe a couple, 3 more Van Halen picks that are not easy to get. They're not like special, but they're cool. Like I have some shark picks. I might still have some black and yellow bumblebee ones. And I definitely have the Herco Gray, WVH, branded picks. Might even have some 5150 picks. So I'll make it fun. I'll throw in some extra stuff. By the way, did you guys see that Alex Van Halen was inducted into the Modern Drummer? Inducted them into the Modern Drummer Hall of Fame. I don't know if this is like the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame or what. Modern Drummer. I was looking through their list, and at one point I didn't see Phil Collins' name, and I'm like, how could they not have Phil? I'm like, oh, there it is. Like 3 or 4 months ago. Last year's inductee was, of course, Taylor Hawkins. Oh yeah. Well, the sun's quite. So I'm hoping that you can hear me better. Now I'm actually in a more incorporated area, going along the elevated highway, Highway 80. And then at some point this is gonna become 101. It's not already 101. I don't think so. I don't think it's yet. It's gonna be, because up ahead here, if you want to go over the Old Gate Bridge, you have to be on 101. So now we're approaching south 101 up ahead. And heading toward Do You Know the Way to San Jose? Yeah, I'm bored with it. I love the music of the 70s. So many good songs. And variety of music. Disco. We thought disco was fun. We were kids, so we were all about that. You know. Another song written by Johnny B's friend and previous boss. Producer extraordinaire. He's had a #1 hit every decade running. Like how many decades? Every decade that he's been doing. So you all know. I can't really read the chat anymore, just so you all know I'm driving now. So I'm going to end up in the town where I grew up, actually. From age 3 on, we moved out of the Sunset. And we moved to Brisbane, California, where my dad worked at the American Can Company as a machinist, tool and die specialist. He actually helped invent the tab on the Coca-Cola can, you know, the one that, instead of back in the 70s, back in the day when you had a beer or a soda, you had to peel off the tab. It came off in your hand, and you had this little peeled off tab that was sharp and it caused damage to children and stuff, you know. So this peel off kind of, you had to stick your finger in the loop and then you pull it off. My dad was part of the team at the American Can Company that developed the one that you push down into the hole. And that's what you have on all cans now. Every beer can, Coca-Cola can, soda pop can. None of them peel the tab off anymore, right? It stays on the can. You just pop it down. So he was one of the guys involved. He was like a designer, but he would say, "Yeah, you need a little more this and that, or this, you know, kind of give it a little more robustness or whatever." So it works. But he was part of the team that helped make that happen. I remember he even got some kind of accommodation. My mom was something. She actually got some kind of accommodation for helping develop that. So my dad did some cool things. One of the unsung heroes of sorts. He worked with Stanford doctors through medical devices company, created the first angioplasty arterial something or I can't say it. Kind of the thing that tube kind of thing that put it into your artery, they balloon it up and rotor off the plaque in your arteries. My dad helped develop that. He was working in the R&D department back then. So, Patty's in the chat. Patty in the chat. What's up, Patty? Patty, do I owe you package? I went through this, you all know. Last night, I was trying to fall asleep early, and my mind was just thinking of all the things I have to do. One of this package sounds to you all. So I was going through all that I can recall, people that are due package from me for winning something for the last like 3 or 5 months. I think since like NAM, after NAM, I had like people got their 12 days of Xmas packages, but people didn't get the packages since NAM. So that's April, May, June, July, August, September, almost 5 months. Moving backwards, 5 months late. So I'm putting together the packages now. I went through a list. Ryan, you're on the list, huh? Right? Famous for your dad. Yeah, famous for my dad. He also made me. So true. I was the first one too. First born. I'm the one that came after. The first one. Yeah, thanks, Patty. You rock. Patty, you rock. So I think Patty's due package because I remember seeing her name in there. So I think you want a NAM swag bag, right? So I'm gonna get that out to you. And I did try to reach Amanda for our next visit because before we go on our trip, I wanted to see my dad. We never know what's happening. We're going to 3 foreign lands. We're going to Greece, Egypt, and Jordan. We're going to go to the land of Petra and the Martian landscape of Wadi Rum, where they filmed Star Wars, scenes of Star Wars, and we filmed every episode 1. We did my Anakin and was in that race through the canyon there. I think that's done out there. They did a lot of some of the scenes they created. Actually, they put together those scenes in that giant film movie warehouse in Budapest, Hungary. We did do that for Martian as well. Martian. But yeah, super awesome. We're gonna go to that spot for the Martian. Where he sits down, contemplating how to survive that being left behind thing. Yeah, you're on the list, Brian. I'm sending it to you, bro. And by the way, if you want to buy any pedal or anything like that, you better tell me this week. I'm sending these things out this week, man. I got to get them out before things get real busy before trips. And I got to sell some guitars. There's a lot of people. But I am going to open the Music Therapy Laz Boutique Guitar Lounge. Or I should call it Boutique Gear and Guitar Lounge. I was just going to call it the Gear and Guitar Lounge. Music Therapy Laz Gear and... Oh, did I pass it? No, I didn't. Next one. Chapter 8. I didn't pass it. Sounds like this is the easiest way to get there. Let's take a right turn wide. Maybe which way to do this. So I grew up in Brisbane, California, and it was infamously known as a stinky city because they had a landfill between the city and the bay. But then after a while, the landfill wasn't getting so stinky, and they made parks and commercial space out of it. But when they were calling it the stinky city, the mayor and the people there didn't really like that. So they came up with propaganda plan on how to get rid of that idea. And they all start building these big wooden stars with Christmas lights on them, and they put them on top of their houses. And it became known as the City of Stars. Christmas time up in right this way. Great town to live in because it was like living in a small town, like small town America, but in the middle of midst of like just the outside edge of metropolitan San Francisco. Rather metropolitan of the city. Yeah, it's amazing city. 14 people in the chat here. I don't even know if people have been liking or not liking the channel show, but I'm literally 5 minutes away from my job site. So this is going to end very soon. So don't forget, put into the chat, Patty, what city has the same name as a supersonic jet that was once used commercially, but is no longer used today. But they're bringing it back, and they got rid of that jet because it was much we go by and windows would shatter. That's the name of the city. Put it in the chat here. Put the name of the city in the comments as your guess. And then on tomorrow's Gear and Demo show, I'm going to put those names into the giveaway wheel. We're going to spin, and you can win a Mammoth pick. And if you're live during the picking of said name, you will also win some extra banking. But you got to be there for all of that. Yeah, Petra also known for. Yeah, right. That's actually Petra is actually the word in Greek for rock. Yeah, it's rock. That's right. Janice, you're helping out everyone. Follow Janice's lead there, y'all. Do it. But I'm literally almost there. I'm like really like 3 minutes away now from ending the stream. No, it's not San Leandro. Follow Janice's lead, Patty. A good guess, but no. And yeah, growing up in Brisbane was great. They had Western days because it's not far. The Cow Palace is down this old Bayshore Highway here. You go left on what becomes Mission, and that's where. I hope this also doesn't cut out because of where I'm going to be at behind your cells. It might be bad. Yeah, it was horrible to land. It's pretty smooth, but landing, yikes! I bet you. Landing your Concord. Hey, Pooh. So Pooh automatically entered the contest with the first word there. Yeah, the Cow Palace, dude. I saw Ronnie James Dio and many other shows there, but I saw Ronnie James Dio last in line there, and I saw some big dude making a move in through the crowd, and I just ducked right behind him, followed him all the way to the front because he just bore his way to the front, and that was during intermission. I can't remember who warmed up for him. I think it might have been Triumph. I don't remember. It might have been Judas Priest. I remember seeing Judas Priest at the Cow Palace one time. So it might have been that show, but we used to partake in something back then. It affects memory. Yeah. Yeah, you know why they call that the Cow Palace? Because the railroad tracks are right nearby here. And that's where they would unload and load up all the cows that they would sell at the Cow Palace. And if you didn't know this, San Francisco was built on the money that built San Francisco was built on the cattle trade and exporting the meat, cattle, to other parts of the world, as well as things like redwoods, other woods, forests here, and yeah, the Cow Palace. They used to have the. God, did they have it there? Did they have it outdoors? I think they used to bring the circus, and we saw the elephants coming off the train one time. My mom and dad. And you know that drive-in that's up there? I can't remember what the name of the drive-in is. Might be Daly City Drive-in or something like that. I don't know. Right across the street from there's a bunch of soccer fields there where my uncle used to play when he was young. That's where I saw Live and Let Die in the drive-in movie with my parents. And after that, I wanted to be James Bond. So for that Halloween, I think I was in second or third grade. Third grade. I was James Bond for Halloween, and I carried around my mom's copy of Goldfinger book, like a paperback book. Keep guessing, Patty, but I'm giving you a really strong hint. Janice put the name of it, and there was a supersonic jet. I think even one ex-president owned one of them. I think. Next one. So I'm here, you guys. So I gotta go. Not Milbrae, but yeah, just keep guessing. Look it up. What supersonic jet used commercially is no longer used because it would shatter windows. Big hit. Sonic boom would go shatter windows. So I have arrived at the condo here, you guys. I gotta end the stream. Thanks for joining me on my drive to work. And I gotta park. Oh, it's not really great park. Oh, actually, no. Oh, yeah. No, it's not. Is there a spot? Yeah, I guess I can just park here. I'm gonna need to back up the street now. So I'm here, you guys. So I gotta end the stream. Gotta end the stream. Let's switch the camera here real quick. You guys can see me before I can say goodbye to you properly. Yeah. Back facing camera. Was that the wrong one? Oops. That's the one that's already on. Settings. Camera. Yeah. All right. I'm here. And the way I'm reading this is I've got my reading glasses under these glasses. Check that out. That's how I was able to read this. These things are big enough. So thanks everybody for joining. I gotta get to work now. But don't forget tomorrow's show at 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard demo show. And yeah, it's cutting out because I'm in the bad, right in between mountains here. The San Bruno Mountains. Yeah, Pooh's on the moon. Someday we'll send the rescue party for him. I think the Chinese are working on that right now, right? I don't know if you want to join the Chinese, but until next time, you guys, put in the comments after the show. Please put into the comments what city has the same name as a previously used but no longer used supersonic jet for commercial airlining. Air France, I think, right? Until next time, you guys, you all rock. And we'll see you. Rock on, man. Laters. Ciao. Ciao.